middle school, I was being bullied, and I didn't really think I was gonna pass the 10th grade. In 9th grade, I had straight A's. Then I started going down. It went to like B's, C's, D's, and then I started getting F's. I just didn't feel like going to class anymore because in every class, I would get picked on. Teachers believed I was becoming a trouble student, so they didn't really put in effort to help me. They thought I was just a lost cause.
When I was a traditional teacher, I wasn't able to get close to students. Like, I wasn't able to find out what they really wanted to learn, what they were passionate about. I didn't have that connection. It was just, they were in my classroom for 45 minutes or 90 minutes, depending on the block of the school, and I would teach what was in a book or a curriculum and have to stick to it. Versus the MET, where they allow you to be creative, they allow you to create lesson plans and to base it on that individual student's needs.
Alternative education is a funny word because people use that term for anything that's different than the traditional education. I think they got it opposite, that they really have it wrong. That what we're doing, that they're calling alternative, really is what all the research says, all this past experience says, all this philosophy says works. And yet they call us alternative. When you allow students to follow their interests and passions, when you do work hands-on, all that is what the research says is the way to learn.
The philosophies that are behind the MET are real-world learning. They believe that it's one student at a time. They take the time out to make sure that all students' passions and interests are explored, and to make sure that the child has an opportunity to, go out to the real world to see what it's like in that job field, and make sure that that's something that they'd want to pursue in the future when they went to school.
Internships are a huge part of that too, because I would never have these opportunities going to Middletown Public High School. I wouldn't be here at Harken. I wouldn't be at a studio Summing Point. I wouldn't have worked with the director Peter Glantz. I wouldn't have done so many things that I have done through the MET.
I learned various things, about interviews, B-roll footage and all that. Like terminology I never really heard of until I came here. Having those professional relationships gives me the tools I need to either learn new things or connect to new people.
They give you a lot more freedom, and they give you more responsibility.
You learn about students, who they are, you meet their family, you're able to build a relationship like you would in the outside world in a real life setting.
Best mentor, phys ed teacher ever. Let's get it. Throw it in the building.
This is what we do in the school. When a student comes in here in 9th grade, they're very raw. They're inside here, okay? And we chip away. That's the job. You chip away. You help them find their interests. You help them how to talk to people better. You help them how to find resources. And then they're a sophomore, and they're starting to come out. And then the junior year, they're really kind of getting it together. And then senior year, they're beautiful and they swim off.
Coming to the MET completely changed. My first week there, I was showing signs of being a trouble student, and my advisor and my principal took me aside and they talked to me about it. And that was the first time I ever had a teacher showing that they wanted to help. And then throughout the rest of the year, it's just like my friends started helping me. I gained a lot of friends at the MET too. My entire advisory, the building, they welcomed me and I felt home.
Passion.
Opportunity.
Responsibility.
Independence.
Experience.
Unique. Equality.
Inspiring.
Community.
NASA, we've got a problem.
I'm really a robot, and I've lived for hundreds and hundreds of years.